Yeah, the move. Whatever hand you hit, you move to that side. Left hook, boom! You gotta think of throwing punches. Your job is to throw punches.
Dog with sheep, it will become a sheep.
Anthony Joshua is reportedly working with Mike Tyson as he prepares for his upcoming fight against Jake Paul. Joshua has been studying the classic, old-school methods used by Tyson's legendary trainers, focusing on sharpening his explosiveness, timing, and close-range power. His current camp revolves around strategy, precision, and conditioning. The goal is clear: refine Joshua's skill set, rebuild his aggression, and ensure he enters the ring fully prepared for every scenario Jake Paul might present. With Tyson's influence and a renewed tactical approach, Joshua is aiming to show the world a more dangerous and complete version of himself.
One in the gym coming forward, punching to the body with his heart.
Anthony Joshua has shared how Mike Tyson became a major source of inspiration for him, particularly Tyson's power, discipline, and relentless training habits. AJ has now added targeted neck and shoulder exercises to his routine, following the same principles Tyson used during his prime. According to Joshua, these drills increase strength, stability, and overall punching effectiveness. His approach shows how learning from boxing legends can directly shape and elevate his own development inside the ring.
Exercise that I got from Mike Tyson. A lot of wrestlers do this. Quite dangerous actually. Physios don't like this type of stuff, but it's good for neck conditioning. It's called neck bridges, and it's flexibility and strength at the same time. So it's a really good exercise if you...
Mike Tyson offered valuable advice to Anthony Joshua, praising him as an exceptional fighter with huge potential. Tyson highlighted that the key to continuous improvement is staying active, fighting regularly to sharpen skills, build confidence, and maintain peak performance. According to him, consistent ring time is what keeps a champion evolving.
Would you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close. You know what I mean? You have to be game. And then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost, you may have got $30 million. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight to be the best. You have to do it.
Anthony Joshua is deep in training camp, incorporating key elements of Mike Tyson's iconic style. He's added specialized neck rolls and strength-building exercises to increase resilience and punching power while focusing heavily on conditioning, speed, and technique. These targeted workouts are designed to boost his impact, agility, and endurance, showing just how committed AJ is to sharpening his skills and dominating inside the ring.
Oh, my physio is looking at me like, what the fuck? I can see you looking at me like, fuck, please don't fucking look. Hey, if it goes, at least you're here anyway. You know, 43,000 tuned in. Oh, mate. I know I started this shit.
Yeah. Mate, just do you want to set up the vision table for the flats a bit?
Anything.
You get back up?
Yeah. I'm easy, boss.
Eat.
Showtime sent me a lovely picture of me, the donkey.
Eddie Hearn has made it clear that he believes Anthony Joshua would beat Jake Paul if the two ever met in the ring. However, he warns fans not to treat it like an easy or guaranteed victory. Hearn points out that while Jake Paul isn't considered a top-level boxer, underestimating him would be a mistake. He highlights Joshua's past wins over strong opponents like Francis Ngannou, reminding everyone that AJ's success comes from skill, preparation, and discipline, not from facing weak or untrained fighters. According to Hearn, Joshua's power, technique, and strategic approach are what make him dangerous at every level. And those qualities would be the difference if a fight with Jake Paul ever happens.
Paul Anthony Joshua 50-50 fight. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I just said in another interview, great if it is. I mean, if it is, then you've got no problem seeing it. But when AJ, I mean, decapitate's a strong word, but you know, when he renders Jake Paul unconscious like he did to Francis Ngannou, don't then say, oh well, it was Jake Paul. Do you know what I mean? I mean, when AJ beat Francis Ngannou, Ngannou just had a fight that could have gone either way with Tyson Fury. Then AJ poleaxed him, and everyone just said he's just an MMA fighter. Do you know what I mean? Jake Paul's not Francis Ngannou. But as I said before, if you want to see Jake Paul exit the boxing world,
Nigel Benn has raised serious concerns about how entertainment-driven fights are affecting professional boxing. He believes that when celebrities or social media personalities step into the ring, it creates an unfair system where traditional boxers who dedicate their entire lives to training and competing are not rewarded financially in the way they deserve. Ben highlights that real fighters often earn modest pay, while crossover events generate massive hype, sponsorship deals, viral attention, and huge paydays for participants with far less skill and experience. According to Ben, this growing trend risks harming the sport by overshadowing and undervaluing the hard work, commitment, and years of discipline shown by true professional boxers.
Bit of rumours around today, Anthony Joshua and
Oh,
Jake
no. I'm not even really entertaining that. It's just not. You know, being a two-time heavyweight champion of the world, it's I don't know, YouTubers. I'm not really into all the influencers coming in there, and there's like some boxers that really work their butt off, don't get paid like what these guys are getting. And Anthony Joshua being a former world champion should be fighting like, you know, someone in the top 5, top 10. You know, so I ain't really got much time to talk about that. Not interested, really.
Bad for boxing?
Well, not bad for boxing. If people want to pay to watch it, then, you know, who am I? I'm just giving you my opinion. You know, who's not worked his way through the ranks to earn that shot at the former world champion? No, not at all.
Australian boxing. Who are you a fan of? It's got good fighters out there. Jai's my type of fighter. He's very spiteful, and it's just another level, really. I don't think there's no better cruiserweight around.
Oladipo highlights the financial angle behind a potential Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul matchup, emphasizing that it would be unwise for Joshua to turn down such a massive payday. According to him, the fight could generate close to $100 million, making it a rare and extremely lucrative opportunity in modern boxing. For a fighter of Joshua's skill, experience, and physical advantages, the risk posed by Jake Paul is minimal compared to the financial reward, creating a classic low-risk, high-reward scenario. Oladipo argues that opportunities like this are uncommon even for elite champions, and Joshua is in an ideal position to secure a huge purse while facing an opponent with significantly less professional experience.
If someone knocks on your door and says, do you want to fight Jake Paul for 100 million? You're like, you'd be stupid to say no. No, I don't want that 100 million for what would be and will be and should be easy work for AJ. Like, well, why are you going to turn down 100 million? AJ should and could, more should, knock out Jake Paul in a round. Like, if Jake Paul was over here fighting under our British Boxing Board of Control, I don't think it would be a Southern Area Cruiserweight champion. AJ is a former unified heavyweight champion of the world that I still believe is a top 10 heavyweight in the world. Like, AJ should be able to destroy him. AJ is going to be 60 pounds or so bigger than him. AJ hits like a truck. AJ is a better boxer. Like, this is
a significant number of boxing fans have strongly criticized the idea of Anthony Joshua facing Jake Paul. Too many. This matchup feels like one of the most blatant mismatches in modern boxing, placing a seasoned heavyweight champion against a social media personality with limited experience in the traditional professional ranks. Fans fear that Joshua entertaining this fight could delay or even derail more meaningful matchups, such as a showdown with Tyson Fury. For critics, the bout seems driven more by financial gain than by competitive merit or respect for the sport's legacy. Across social media and online forums, discussions reflect widespread frustration, with many questioning whether Joshua's reputation could be affected by taking part in an event seen as more spectacle than sport.
Anthony Joshua gets in the ring with YouTuber Jake Paul, and that's what he is, YouTuber Jake Paul. Would you watch it? Simon, before we take some calls, with this seemingly in the pipeline, can we safely say goodbye to Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury?
Well, I think it's done anyway, judging by the mood music that seems to be coming out from various camps. If you listen to Tyson Fury, he seems to be, despite the fact we've danced this dance before and walked this walk before, he seems to be talking in a very different way. There's no hyperbole. I'm done. This is a younger man's game. I've done my bit. I'm at peace with where I am in life. I don't need boxing anymore. But not in the flash for cash way that Tyson often does it. In a more earnest way is my understanding of his sort of thought processes. So with that in mind, it almost feels that that's off the table anyway. Who knows? The draw of the enormous amounts of money that this one fight can generate. This is the one fight that can really get everybody paid. I mean, the two protagonists. Whatever Usyk takes, tragically for him, he wouldn't even get anywhere near as much money as potentially being offered for the Fury-Joshua fight.
What would earn AJ more of a pay packet? Fighting Fury or fighting Jake Paul?
Well, I would think tragically fighting Jake Paul.
God, what is that?
Because the revenues, because it's a Gen Z TikTok generation that wants to watch sport in a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's nothing critical of them. It's just the way that it is. And that's the circumstances of social media and the platforms that people like Jake Paul are able to cross over. It's not a case of people in the mainstream should be dinosaurs. The digital world and those opportunities and those platforms are marvelous places. And you heard me talking about Mark Goldbridge the other day and the commercial deal that he did with the Bundesliga. And we can be sniffy about their level of content, or we can accept that there is a place for everybody. It's interesting that still the digital world and that sort
A significant number of boxing fans have strongly criticized the idea of Anthony Joshua facing Jake Paul. Too many. This matchup feels like one of the most blatant mismatches in modern boxing, placing a seasoned heavyweight champion against a social media personality with limited experience in the traditional professional ranks. Fans fear that Joshua entertaining this fight could delay or even derail more meaningful matchups, such as a showdown with Tyson Fury. For critics, the bout seems driven more by financial gain than by competitive merit or respect for the sport's legacy. Across social media and online forums, discussions reflect widespread frustration, with many questioning whether Joshua's reputation could be affected by taking part in an event seen as more spectacle than sport.